John.
Here we are, after a new Long Island Railroad president was named, and things are worse than ever for us on the Long Island Railroad main line. Every week, it's a signal problem, switch problem, or some other problem that results in delays, cancellations, and suspensions of service. And then there's the planned outages, like what we had this past weekend, where it was 100 degrees and you had no shuttle buses for people between Hicksville and Mineola. That's criminal. And honestly, there is no excuse not to provide shuttle buses. It's got to be against some kind of law or something. I don't know how you get away with it. It is not only your obligation, but a violation of our civil rights. And looking at the book for this committee, I see more work like this happening the rest of this year. Meanwhile, Long Beach stations get shuttle buses. All Long Beach stations get shuttle buses when I see work being done this fall. I'm no fool. I see exactly what's going on here. Communities on the main line are being discriminated against, while those on the South Shore and mainly white areas full of finance professionals get preferential treatment. Most of you don't represent us, but represent Wall Street, and are looking out for your own kind while screwing us. Week after week, there's only one line that seems to escape the problems, and that is the Babylon branch. And speaking of Babylon, which gets a full-time police patrol, while my town in Mineola, my station, is overrun with vagrants and beggars, and we don't get additional patrols. Yeah, and somebody asked me for $1 this morning there, all right? Every morning it's like this. You have an obligation to keep us safe, not all communities with certain demographics just connected to Wall Street. And while I totally understand disruptions are needed to fix the main line's problems, you need to provide proper alternative transportation, which should not be a problem for you at the MTA with hundreds of buses that sit idle on the weekends. I have had a mental disability my entire life and cannot drive. I have seen my bus service ruined and my train service become worse as well. If this is your corrupt way of trying to force us out, I will see to it that you will not get away with this. Shame on you for how you treat people.